Good evening, everybody. My name is Baso, and this is Adrian. So today we're going to do 3 different variations of core that you don't have to do crunches, no sit-ups, no V-ups, none of that. All these can be done at home. You don't have to go to the gym, in your garage, your room. So this one, we're going to use 2 pieces of equipment, the BOSU ball, and a kettlebell with a handle, see? And I got a resistance band tied on it. So these exercises here, they really engage your stabilizer muscles. Why we're training the stabilizer muscles is because we're trying to prevent injuries. We're trying to prevent from falling. We're trying to help support our back. Your stabilizer muscles and your core are the 2 biggest factors if you're having lower back issues. So got to strengthen those glutes and you got to strengthen your core. And that help alleviate a lot of your back issues. Now, mobility plays a big part of that as well, but all 3 are very vital. So strength training, mobility, and stability training all plays a big factor if you want to get rid of those pains that you feel, especially in your lower back. So the 3 exercises we're going to do today, the first exercise I'll call pendulum swing. So she's going to start with the right hand, no crunches. You probably want to start off real slow and build your momentum up when you do these exercises, and you start with a lower weight. She has a 20-pound kettlebell. When you start off, I would start with like a 5-pound kettlebell and work your way up. So before you do any of these exercises, make sure you get a clearance to your doctor to make sure it's okay to do these exercises. All right, we'll begin. Exercise number 1, we're going to do pendulum swings. She's going to do 10. So front, back is 1, front, back is 2. We're going to do 10 on each side. Ready? Yep. Do it with your left hand first so they can see in the video. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And the key to this is to keep your hips stable. So you don't want to be moving all over. And what makes this a lot more challenging, that's actually a resistance band tied to the kettlebell and the handle. So see how it bounces? So it makes it a lot more difficult to do versus just swinging with the kettlebell. Now, if you are a beginner, it's okay with just using a kettlebell because doing your balance, and you can actually get closer to the wall if you need the wall to support, but you can just use a kettlebell starting off. And you can use, then as progress, as you get stronger and stronger, then you can add the resistance band. So Adrian, let's do the other side, face the camera. So front to back, I miscounted. Ready? Let's go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. So the higher you go, again, the more challenging it is. When you start off, you may just go like this and build your height up. As you start to swing it, the kettlebell is going to bounce more. So you're going to have to engage your core. So this really going to teach you how to engage your core to really engage it. If you can really actually engage your core, it'll support you in a lot of stuff that you do, whether you lifting something up, setting something down, whether back pain, especially when you're sitting in the office or standing up long periods of time, that's going to actually help you too. And then because we're doing each individual arm, we're working isolation, we're working each individual oblique. So wherever the side weight is on, the opposite oblique is being engaged more. So it's activating it a lot more than just sitting in there doing side crunches for your obliques. That's just aesthetics. We really want the internal, we really want the stabilizer, the whole trunk, to help support to support the rest of our spine, to support our back from having back issues. So exercise number 2, I call it around the world. We're gonna do 10 reps. She's gonna go clockwise. Again, when you go one direction, it focuses on more on one oblique because of the direction. And she's gonna go 10 the opposite direction. So we're gonna do 10 and 10. She'll face the camera and you can start whenever. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Other direction. Always do clockwise and counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. And now, when you're doing these exercises, you're going to notice that it's a lot more difficult on one side than the other side. So those are impingements. The greater the difference between how hard it is, the greater the impingement. So a lot of the issues that you have, like far as rhomboids, back issues, lower back issues, it's not because you get older. It's because you have imbalances in your body that you're not addressing. So you want to fix these imbalances, whether you're lifting weight, whether you work in a factory job, whether you sit in the office and sit all day. You're not sitting upright. You're sitting with your shoulders rounded, hunched forward. You're slouching a little bit. So you're putting a lot of pressure on your back. But why is that only one side of your back always hurting, not both sides? Those are impingements. So this core exercises help to address those issues and helps to correct it because we're focused on one side more than the other side. We're isolating each side. So that way we can equally get them as strong. So that was exercise number 2. So exercise number 3. All right. She's going to actually stand up. This is called the Russian twist. What makes it a little more difficult is because of the offset. So she's going to go right here, twist. That's 1, 2, 3. We'll just do 5 for the video, but you want to do 10 reps. You don't want to go too fast. You want to make sure you control it. Ready? This is called offset training. So what makes it difficult, she's going to keep it level and close to her body like that. And then she's going to start twisting. So twist to your right and then come back. That's 1 rep. Good. That's 2. She almost took me out. 3, that was my fault. I would have got gut punched. 4. Good. 5. So now she's going to go to the other side. Remember, I just got through talking about impingement. So now we're going to do 5 on the other side. Keep it close to her body. Let's go. Keep the stick level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. So those are the 3 exercises. As you can see, we focus on each individual side. So 3 exercises that focus on each individual, the right and the left. So try these. Again, don't always focus on the aesthetics part of it. If you're suffering with back problems, in mid-back, lower back problems, start with training your glutes and your stabilizer muscles. I don't care how much core crunches you do. Crunches ain't gonna help fix your lower back problem. It's your stabilizing muscles that's going to help support your back to prevent those back problems. So you can go to chiropractic, you go to physical therapy, all that's temporary. Temporary. What's the permanent fix? So if you're looking for a permanent fix, start doing more functional exercise that focus on correcting those impingements that you have in your body, and start doing some mobility training as well, because you need the flexibility in your lower back as well. So if you're really stiff and you can only go like quarter each turn, that means your lower back is really tight, but also could be your glutes can be really tight as well. So make sure you're incorporating at least 15-20 minutes of mobility training with this core exercises too. So but make sure to do an hour worth of stability training or stabilizers training a week. So it doesn't matter how you do it for a whole hour. You can break it up in increments of 15 as long as you hit an hour. Again, thank y'all for your time. Adrian, thank you for your time. If y'all have any questions, leave me a comment. We'll get back with you. All right. Have a good evening. Thank you.